'Twas the night after Christmas when 4 young men remembered a film and the pleasure it had been. They'll even answer when asked, anytime, any place. Merry Christmas to all. Aren't you what's-his-face?
Over the years, I got to be quite a connoisseur of soap.
A lot of people tell me I still look the same. When they hear my name, it's one of the first things out of their mouth, but it's not something that I really grow tired of talking about because it's something that has affected people in a really, really positive way.
A lot of people won't leave me alone. It's a pain in the butt. That's not true.
Oh, yeah? Yeah! Well, I double dog dare ya!
Every room I've ever walked in is either as an actor for an audition or on the set of something or even as a producer or director, people do tend to recognize me like, oh, I love that movie. Oh, my family and I, we watch that every holiday season, you know. So it's definitely, you know, a conversation starter, an icebreaker.
You're full of it!
It's a blessing, you know, that 20 years later, my face really hasn't changed that much, and you know, my body hasn't changed that much, so that people go, nah, you know. I mean, I've had people ask me, aren't you that kid? And I go, yeah. No, you're not, and then they'll walk away.
Sometimes during the Christmas season, if I'm in a gathering of people, I will see their eyes kind of click, click, click. Oh, Yahtzee! And they'll figure out that I'm the bully from A Christmas Story. And usually the response is they're just overjoyed to come over and give me a hug. It's great because they've watched the movie 200,000 times in their living rooms with their families during Christmas season when everybody's looking at each other like, I love you, Billy. You know, that type of thing. And so they're kind of sharing that expression of joy with me. And they usually regale me with pieces of the movie. They start quoting all the lines from the film. They start telling me that I had yellow eyes in the movie.
He had yellow eyes, so help me God, yellow eyes.
Which I did not. Usually they whip out a cell phone and have me call most of their family, which is hilarious. You're like, oh, Judy, you won't believe it. No, okay, wait. Remember the bully from A Christmas Story? Yeah, he's right here. No, I'm not lying. Okay, say hi to my wife. You know, and it's great because I'm like, hello, Judy. Hi, how are you? How's Christmas treating you? So what'd you get? You know, I end up being like, well, great. Well, if I'm in town next time, I have to give you, yeah, I'd love to go out to IHOP. That would be great. Let's go grab a Grand Slam. That sounds super.
Their town is a tinsel. Their business is show, with agents and trailers and groupies. Although even actors, it seems, are like me and you, with stories of Christmases and St. Nicholas's, too.
Christmas was on its way. Lovely, glorious, beautiful Christmas.
Christmas was always the day in the Billingsley family. There was 5 kids. Myself and my brother both worked as actors. I was gone a lot of the time, but the one time that my mom put her foot down that we all had to be there was Christmas. So it was really one chance for the whole family to spend a good 3 or 4, 5 days together. And it was, we would do Christmas Eve dinner. So we didn't do the Christmas night dinner, and we would have lamb Christmas Eve. And then my mom demanded that we all sat in front of the fire. We'd read Christmas carols. Then those that wanted to go to church would go to church. And then everyone would meet back at the fireplace at midnight and read 'Twas the Night Before Christmas.
Brandy, come on! Get up, Brandy!
And then just like in A Christmas Story, you know, we were up as kids at the crack of dawn, counting through the stockings, opening up gifts, and Mom and Dad are coming down, you know, rubbing the eyes.
I had the exact Christmas dinner that they have in the film.
We are going out to eat.
We had Chinese restaurant, Christmas dinner. You know, they didn't try to sing to us or anything.
No. Not ra 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 la 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 la.
I once was at a restaurant in New Hampshire, and we heard across the way people talking. Sounded like dialogue from Christmas Story.
You good boy, show Mommy how the piggies eat.
And we looked up over the booth, and there was a family of 4, mother, father, 12-year-old, 9-year-old, and they were acting out Christmas Story. Every word, every scene, the whole movie.
Fragile. It must be Italian.
It was a tradition. The restaurateur told us, the maitre d', his family came every year. Christmas Eve, had that dinner and sat around and told the Christmas story.
They take trips to see Santa and his jolly old elves. And they laugh when they see him, in spite of themselves. What an odd tradition. What a strange thing to see. To make demands of a stranger as you sit on his knee.
Hey, kid! Just where do you think you're going?
Going up to see Santa.
When I was a kid, visiting Santa was the same thing like it was in the movies.
And what do you want for Christmas, Billy?
It was a long lineup, getting there and having 30 seconds to ask for some bizarro toy that you saw in the toy store down the way, which was advertised so that your parents should buy it.
Quit dragging your feet.
I couldn't wait to get on his lap. I couldn't wait. I'd sit up there and I would go through my list.
A toy truck, get him off my lap.
And I took it seriously. Like, I honestly felt that, I think I remember even saying one time, listen, I'm Jewish, but you still gotta hook me up, all right?
I grew up in New York City, so you get pretty savvy to the Santa Clauses with the bells on the corner. So I was never really into going to Santa.
The set had the fanciest window displays, Red Ryder and Santa and miniature sleighs. They hoped that their wandering eyes wouldn't wake. Who cares if the whole thing was totally fake?
Huh, are you kidding? Stick my tongue to that stupid pole, that's dumb. That's 'cause you know it'll stick.
When we were shooting the scene when we stuck our tongues to the pole, of course we all had to try it because it was so cool. It was this tiny little hole and it was sucking air in, and they built this fake pole that they had put on that looks really good, and it's this tiny little hole and it was sucking air in, and they had it go into a hose in the thing, so we all put our tongues on and tried it. Liked it.
This guy was a pain in the ass, whatever, we all were. So the crew was screwing around with him one time, and we broke for lunch, and they're like, all right, cut, that's a lunch, 1 hour, and everybody walked away and left him there.
Come back!
I was out there all by myself, man. There was nobody out there.
And there he is, literally, like a flailing his arms, just like in the movie, man. He's going, hey guys, come back, come back, come on, come back. It was so funny.
My mother, grabbing for her copy of Look magazine, would find herself cleverly trapped into reading a Red Ryder sales pitch.
The prop department was so great because everything that they had gotten for my room and for the house was real, and it was the old stuff. So it was really fun on breaks just to go through my room and to find these old comics and to read them and to play with the old trucks. The attention to detail, even things in the desk drawers, was all so period. So it was very easy to escape into that world.
Amazingly, the movie we had no horror tales, it's hard to recall anything. Things went very well in the movie. We had to convert Cleveland into Christmas. There was no snow that year. We put it all down with snow brought in from snowmakers from ski resorts 100 miles out of town.
As it got later in the season, it was obviously starting to warm up, and we were still in Cleveland, and there was no snow on the ground. And so they ended up manufacturing snow, but it was a low-budget movie, and I remember they made snow basically out of detergent. And there's all these scenes, the scenes when we're running through real quick and the bullies are chasing after us. In a couple of those scenes, we're literally I remember running like slushing through bubbles. Like it was, it was detergent is what they used, but you'd never know, it looks real.